Hi everyone, it's time to plant a grapevine. Let's assume that you just bought one from the store or got it in the mail, like I got this one from John Parker. And you want to first let the roots set in water for a couple of hours to rehydrate before you plant it. And while it's rehydrating, you want to create a really good environment for it to live in and choose the direction that you want it to grow. If you're going to put it on a trellis, you need to put the trellis up right away so you don't affect the growing habit. Today I had already set up an area over there that I was going to do a Hugelkultur bed, and I'm going to bring the idea of the Hugelkultur bed over here. If you look it up, the history of Hugelkultur started in Germany, and the permaculture movement that's going on now has adapted it to their ways of growing. And it's basically taking logs and building them up, where today I'm just taking sticks instead of logs. And a Hugelkultur bed, if you look online, would come up like a pyramid and create a wall. And then soil would be on both sides of it. And then you would plant on one side or the other, or both sides, put in a tall crop on top and shorter ones going down the side. With this, because wood helps the plant create the fungal network. The mycelium will start building up anytime that you put wood into the ground or into your mix. And mycelium is like an extra set of roots on your plant, where your plant comes down and tries to get nutrition from the ground. When mycelium connects up to it, it becomes a part of the food network, like in a forest. Where every plant is connected together, the mycelium will go deep and pick up nutrients in the soil and bring it up to your plant. And then your plant in return creates a sugar that feeds the mycelium and keeps it happy and healthy. And everything is touching everything. Everything is feeding everything and creates a complete balance in the ground. What I've done here is taken it and dug a pit the size of the sticks I broke down. I'll take the soil I'm building up on the side here and take soil out of here and add to the wagon or cart over here. So far I've got some grass and some wood chips. I've got the composted cow manure in here now. And I'm just going to mix all this together. One thing about the composted cow manure, it's got rocks in here. I don't know if cows eat rocks or what, but more than likely the skid loader that lifted this into the back of the trailer picked up gravel from the rock that it was sitting on, because our area is really full of rock. But with limestone, it's kind of like adding lime to the garden, so I'm not really worried, and we'll only pick out the biggest rocks and remove them. I'm going to take some soil from here, that way the native soil is mixed in here. And I would take the sides here and put them in, but I'm just going to break them up. And then I bought, because I don't have all my own compost working for me right now, it's still in the process of growing a pile. Next year, my plan is not to buy any more ever again, because I'm going to be composting everything I have to make soil. I'm going to put some of this soil in here and again mix it all up. I actually should have more sticks, but because I don't have a lot of soil or yard waste, I'm going to live with this. What this does is create a pocket of air here and there. where the soil, see how there's empty spots. I'm gonna pour this in. When water hits it, water will go into the soil and puddle inside deep. So the grapevine, if it wants to, it can stay up here in moist but not drenching soil. And if it really wants to, it can shoot roots down there and get some of the really wet soil in times of drought. And it's only like August when we have high heat that possibly the rain will stop in Missouri if we continue like we did last year. It's really important to learn different ways to garden because with our climate changing, you never know if you're going to change from a dry climate to a wet climate. You never know if you're going to stop getting rain like California, and you never know what's going to happen anymore. So it's best to learn different ways. Do what works for you now, but have the knowledge in your head of, wow, what do I do? You know, or create ways like I'm doing where no matter what, rain or drought, this is going to be a water reservoir on the bottom because we've always got water deep in our ground, and it's also going to be a high hill to prevent the plant from drowning. Let me go get the grapevine and get it put in today. Okay, I've got one of the grapevines that I was sent by John Parker, and I'm gonna, let's see which direction. I want the roots to go this way and down, so go ahead and put this pile, bring it back out in the center like this. And the longest root will go out to there. Put them on the ground. Bring the soil back, and then the cane. There's another root going this direction, so bring the soil back over there. And then there's nodes right here and right here on it. Let's make sure you can see up close. Right here, there's a node. Let's see, there's a node right here and right there. So I'm going to make sure that these two are under the soil, that way it can create some more roots up here. Get this soil back up into a mound. Using the old soil back here to keep it up. Turning it over too, so that even though it's clover, the clover can compete with the roots for the grapevine, and the grapevine doesn't like competition. It likes its own space. Mix up some of the old soil on top of here. Now I'll add some more cow manure on top, kind of like a feed manure. Look at that, a grub worm for the chickens. Let me go get the manure. some of the composted, there's oak leaves and there's grass, and also straw that I've used over the past in the tomato garden. I pulled this off the sidewalk that I use, you know, in the garden to throw weeds and debris on and let it compost. Now I'm gonna get some of the cow manure. I saw a worm. It's got the cow manure in it. So there's still cow manure mixed in with this. I'm going to bring this pile over here. Again, trying to get my garden secrets. This time it's a helicopter. You can see him. But I'll close for now and get the rest of this berm built up to where it's equal to the rest of this. And as you can see on here, the grass is already matted and decomposing and some weeds are coming through. As soon as I can, I'll get the grass cut again and put more grass on top of here. And for now, I'll take some of the extras right here and move over that way. But little by little, the garden grows, you know, and expands, and just like everything in life, you know, you start out with a little bit and then it multiplies, and that's how your garden grows. Start out with one potato plant, one tomato plant, one onion plant. Next thing you know, you'll be growing a lot. Have a good day. Thanks for coming by.